are actually live. I don't stream as much as I should nowadays, but we're getting back into it. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have a chill stream tonight. But basically, I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. But what I want to do is I want to show you guys some cool stuff. But we'll wait for the peoples to roll in. And yeah, but otherwise I'll brew some coffee. I have actually just been brewing a lot using this guy. Very surprising, I know. But I'm gonna make some. It's probably a good day for some iced coffee of sorts, but probably gonna need to plug also some stuff in, like the drive and whatnot. I have this little external drive that has a ton of footage on it. I think it would be fun to show off some of this footage from this Ecuador trip. And the main reason is because editing is taking forever. I'm very slow at editing. And second of all, we're going to be doing a very cool coffee release with Say and Jose and Pepe on a really amazing coffee, which I got to help process. So let me see if I can do like a little screen share in a little bit. Also, I see some of you guys are using the !Discord command. I believe it works. We had to kill off the Discord invites for a bit of time because we kept getting some spam, some OnlyFans bots. But hopefully things are a little better. So I'm hoping that at least in the next week or two, we'll release this coffee. But it's a fully washed Sidra. Fully washed Sidra from Pepe and Jose in Finca Soledad. And then, but just as I was going to bed, I am actually very low on caffeine. I should drink more, which is why we have the machine here, because we will brew more coffee. And I am trying to figure out what to brew. It is hot, so I've been doing a lot of iced coffees, but maybe we'll brew this one warm. We'll see. But of course, I have my glorious Say recipes. Maybe we'll do an iced coffee. I don't know. I have so many coffees as usual. I've really been brewing this one a lot. So this is, I know some of you guys got this in, but this is the Bekele. This is the Ethiopian honey processed coffee that Christopher Ferran, he did a lot of work in Ethiopia to get that working. And then this is the Say roast of it. So teach us how to dial in X Bloom. Take a look in general. Oh no. Your image is not loading, Alan. Oh my god, we are on the big screen. All right. That's how you know it's good. Look at this. Okay, well. Yeah, this coffee was incredible. But yeah, I kind of probably should stream more. I have to stream some stuff on the Mavam setup, which is behind me. The reason why I don't really stream so much on the espresso side as much before is it's just hard to set up things, and I have this whole camera rig here. But yeah, do you just run like a dozen of these simultaneously for industrial level blind tasting sessions. Yeah, you can. That's something that we love to support. Or do I do this iced? This coffee actually was probably really good iced. So let me actually make this iced. I'll be back, guys. I have to go and get some ice, and I can show you guys my iced coffee recipe, which is pretty decent actually. So let me do that. Okay, I'll be back. Then we'll wake up, and then we'll go and watch some videos together. I also would like to show you guys the article that Robert wrote on his trip to Pepe, because we went together and he was really awesome. He was a really big help for me there. And then I have some really cool drone footage that I'd like to show off as well. I don't know, I think maybe I have to put this all into the video editing software, and then I can share the screen and we can play with the video editing software, but that is kind of the plan. I have shared the hot say recipe somewhere in my Discord already. But let me run and get some ice real quick. Okay, so here is the glorious iced recipe. Honestly, iced coffee is not as complicated as people make it out to be, or at least I have probably made it out to be. So yeah. Okay, but we'll do this Bekele. So generally speaking, at least specifically for this machine, I like to run 15 grams for iced. Well, anything even down to 10 is a little bit better, but just because I use this Pear Cupworks craft, and the idea is, at least from a hot recipe, don't know if you'll be able to see this. This is 135 of hot, and then I put about 90 grams of iced. But yeah. I think you should just go. Say is awesome. I'm actually going to be back in town. Okay, here's I'll be back in town in a few weeks, and I'll be running an event in New York, so that'll be fun for anybody who is paying attention to that. Here's the quick sales pitch for X-Bloom. So you can use pods. You can use your own coffee. We're using our own brewer right now. There's a scale, which you can barely see, grinder brewer scale, and you can pick your own level of automation for all of this. So you can have the machine brew an entire cup of coffee for you manually, or you can kind of pick the level of automation you want for the machine. But a nice thing is you actually have a scale, so we can weigh out the coffee. On this machine, we have a lot of cool technology, so we can get into like our grinder. Can get into grinder. You can go all the way down to espresso, to something cold brew to espresso. You have also a hot water spout that you can use for cup noodles, and this is all temperature controlled, and you can adjust flow rate and so on and so forth. For this, I'm making an iced coffee, so my dose is 15 grams. There's an ionizer in here, and we have our little own brewer. This is called an Omni Dripper, and then we got a paper filter. It's a 155 paper filter. I am going to use, this is actually a little lower of a ratio than I normally use, but I find it to taste really good. I'm just going to throw in a few ice cubes, so I'm going to do probably 90. And the actual, we'll do another ice cube. Let's see how far we get. Okay, 96. So we'll up the ratio just ever so slightly. I like to brew around 1 to 15s, 1 to 16s on for ice. So that's 95. This is 135. So we will probably just up the values here. But beautiful app. So I just do 2 pours. It's super straightforward. I'm just gonna do 150 mils. And it's just 2 pours of 75. Very, very cool recipe for cool coffee. And then it'll do everything for me. I guess I could share this in the Discord if you guys were curious, but I find this work really well for a lot of my light roast coffees. It makes a very vibrant cup. You can barely see that. But man, dude, this Bekele is such a great coffee. The grinder alone is worth more than the purchase price. I 100% agree. I'm grinding at 63 at, I believe, 60 RPM. And then it's just going to be 2 pours. The thing with ice pour over that is always a little confusing is you basically need to compensate for the fact that you are not brewing as much, you're not running as much liquid through the grounds. So, because, you know, you're doing hot over iced, flash chilled, right? So what you either need to do is you need to grind finer, or you need to agitate more, or you need to use hotter temperature, or do longer blooms. Because basically, extract more out of here to compensate for this. But yeah, this is just 2 pours, man. It's easy. I could be playing Overwatch right now. I could be grinding. I'm still doing my placement rankings for this season. Instead, I'm doing this. It's horrible. But yeah, with iced, so here's the thing. You probably cannot see this, guys, or maybe you can. Actually, you can. Is you see the liquid coming out? You need to, like, I find the best results if you position the liquid from the dripper to hit the ice cubes, so you're like melting them, or it is quite satisfying. So I can kind of do this after it pours all of the liquid, but this is just 96 grams in here, 150 mils hot, and this should get me a cold cup of coffee without too much dilution. And as you see, I've done there's agitation after the first pour, agitation after the second pour, and you can just position the ice cubes and you let the stream melt the ice cubes. As you see, we also have the scale readout on here, and you can see I'm like totally messing the scale up by pushing this around. Okay, that is my first cup of coffee. Maybe we'll brew some more later on, but man, it's been pretty hot this summer, so I've been just I haven't really been streaming that much because after work, you're just like, man, it's super hot, and I don't want to do anything. So, yeah. There you go. So my iced coffee is completed. So the idea is, at least with this, I still have some ice cubes in here, and you know, a lot of them's melted, but this is still cold. Like, this is cold. You can see there are ice cubes in it, and it gives me enough, you know, extraction, I would say. So I get enough vibrancy out of the coffee. I extract enough of the coffee. And I'm not diluting it too much. So the total ratio is around, like, you know, 1 to 16-ish. Why are you not coming to the Ondo Expo event? Because I don't want to go to SoCal. Oh, jeez. I literally am not doing anything. I'm letting YouTube insert the ads. If you watch the ads, Alan, I'll get some pennies because none of you ever donate. So yeah, the idea with this, and actually, okay, I'll share this recipe in the Discord. If you guys want to see this recipe, it is super easy. It works really well for a million things. Here, I'll post in general. Okay, I'm gonna post in general. Okay. I am posting the recipe in general right now. Okay. So there you go. Man, this coffee's great. So, the reason why I brew this way, if you look at this recipe, I'll wake up and we'll show off the cool stuff. We'll show off the Robert Asami article. So the big reason why I'm doing this is because I'm using higher agitation. So this machine goes up to 3.5 mils a second. I'm using the maximum temperature. I grind at actually a little bit coarser than I would for the hot brew of this. Or, I'm grinding 63 because I'm doing two agitations. So I'm doing agitation after the first pour, agitation after the second pour. And for a lot of the wash coffees, and even stuff like this here, which is very cursed. Actually, this is not even the most cursed coffee I've had in recent times. You get that nice crispiness, crisp acidity in your iced coffee, and I don't have to add any ice, and it's a cold beverage. Very cool. All right, we have a lot of Discord people in here. Very, very fun. Yes, if you watch the ads, I might put more streams. We might stream more. I actually think I get more revenue if you're on YouTube Premium, but I don't even know. And then Jandik listed the hot say brew in here. The hot say brew has been, I think, it's like around that, but I like to do maximum flow rate, high temperature, and so on and so forth. Crispy like Cool Ranch Doritos. Dude, are Cool Ranch Doritos even crispy? Okay. So, now let me show off let's show off Robert's article because I think I actually haven't read it myself yet. He has many parts of an article. Standout is like the polar opposite to say. This one actually was pretty good. So this is a anaerobic yeast inoculated thermal shock wash rosado. What do those words mean? And it's pretty good. So I didn't actually read Robert's article because I wanted to save it for the stream. But let me try to see if I can get technology to work. Because technology, or the thing is all of these streams, I stream on this laptop. I stream on the Mac, and they're like, the problem with the Mac and OBS is it doesn't really play that nicely versus Windows. I think the AMD stuff is a lot better for streaming, it seems. Okay, guys, let me try to get this up. The issue is always the browser windows. So here we go. You can go look at Robert Asami's website. And hopefully things do not blow up. And I used to have YouTube chat in the display, but I've given up. I think people are horrible at reading. Okay, here we go. Aha! Technology. The thing is if I'm sharing the screen, like OBS basically forces you whenever you're sharing whenever you switch to a browser window to like on my screen, it's just the thing that I'm sharing, which is annoying because I can't read chat easily. I think that just has to do with like this full screen thing. Standout is great. So I think on the Rosado specifically, is if you lower the temperature even more, because I did get a little bit of that slight bitterness at the end, but I thought it was a very impressive coffee regardless. It was just like, wow, this is so cool. This is not terrible because it's thermal shocked. Although a lot of the thermal shock coffees nowadays have been pretty good. Anyway, I'm waking up, okay? It's actually really nice to have, usually when I think about iced coffees, I think about I need to do funkier stuff, because funkier stuff can pop more on iced. But honestly, like crisp, refreshing acidity in iced coffee is super nice sometimes versus like fruity, funky acidity. All right, I'm gonna put this thing on auto. Also, I don't have a cooling fan on my camera, so camera might die. And then we'll have a typical stream experience. Or I have to go find the cooler. It's somewhere around here. But we won't jinx anything. So far we've been live for a bit of time and we've had no problems. So I'm not gonna jinx the camera overheating or anything. Okay, cool. So I want to show you guys this article because, and let me link it in the chat for you all. If OBS will let me. Basically, if I try to switch between the windows, it will like default back to this window. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this on the stream. It like blows up. Here we go. So this is an article from Robert's website, and I think we can look at it and talk a little bit about it because I think this was just such a unique experience, and there are still probably 3 or 4 more videos that I can upload from this trip, which is cool. But I haven't gotten around to actually editing them. I'm kind of trying to time things because we're gonna do a really nice coffee from that I got to help process, which I'll show a little bit of that footage if I can get this to work easily. 'Cause I don't know if you guys will be able to get the audio. That's like the main thing. Okay, but anyway, this is Robert's website, which you can see here. So we're gonna read it. Visiting Finca La Soledad, Part 1, the farm. So there's probably gonna be a Part 2, maybe a Part 3. But I want to just like see what he wrote, and we'll go through it, and we'll see if Robert pops into here. Okay, if you happen to pass by the Brewista booth, there is all of the crew here at SCA Expo. The story behind this photo. Well, actually, here we can talk about this first photo here. So this was, if you guys saw, there's a video that I uploaded back in April for SCA Expo, where we had Pepe and Jose brewing at the Brewista booth, and they're able to brew around all these different booths and serve their coffee. It was also the first time I got to try Instinto, which is somewhere back here. But this is coffee roasted in Ecuador by Pepe. In the United States, and we got to taste. I never had a chance to actually taste coffee roasted at origin or roasted from origin before. So they were serving that coffee. They were also serving a lot of other really amazing coffees from other roasters, like your Manhattan, a Poland's Gold, so on and so forth. And it was pretty awesome. The story behind this photo is we got to get dinner with. Pepe, Jose, and Lance from Say was there as well. We went to a pizza place. We tried to go to this one pizza place, and then they had a 3-hour wait, so then we went to a different pizza place. And it was Chicago deep dish pizza, and it was awesome. Oh, and as you see here, there's videos on, there's a screenshot of my videos that we shot there at that booth. And the first time I got to meet Jose was actually at Say. There is a I might show it on a stream at a later date, but there's a video where we talk about resting coffee at Say, but it's some secret technology. No, it's just like, I got to taste old Alita versus fresh Alita, old Esmeralda versus fresh Esmeralda, and Jose was there, and Jose was working QC. So he was working at Say. He's actually coming back to New York, or to the United States in the coming weeks, and he will be working at Say again, which is awesome. But yeah, this was my first time to Origin, so that was awesome. So yeah, this is kind of just like the story. Okay, so I guess Robert is literally talking about like his entire experience here from the beginning. He took a lot of photos, so we'll go. I kind of glanced through some of the photos, but we'll look at this together, and I can talk to you guys a little bit about some of these. I think I did shoot some videos. Well, I'll look at the footage here, but I believe I did shoot some videos of this. But this is Pepe's house. The lab, as they'd call it. There's a roaster, multiple roasters. And a bunch of coffee equipment. The thing is, Pepe does distribution for South America or for Ecuador for some of these, like Comandantes and so on and so forth. But this was like the only place you could see where you had all of the Pepe coffees together. And it was super cool to see them all side by side. And this is at their house. And then... So we stayed there overnight, and then the following morning we went up to, we went down to the farm actually. So the house was actually at a higher elevation, but you had to drive up a mountain and then down a mountain to get to the farm. So yes, this is what happened. And let me catch up on chat. But yeah, I'm literally just going to tell you guys about, this experience of going to Ecuador, because I thought it was just so fun, and we'll have more and more footage on it. Are you going to get the McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh! Happy Meal? Maybe. Savage now roast, yes. Like a lot of even Hachi, all of that's roasted in Colombia. Instinto roasted there. I also have some Lamastis coffees, roasted in Panama, I believe. So, anyway, it was beautiful. This was just such an amazing experience. Now the thing is I think I can show some of this footage. We'll get up there, but there's a video where we get driven up to the farm, or we drive to the farm, and on the way up there, is very sketchy. It's like you're driving up into the clouds. It's about a 4 hour-ish drive, or 2-3 hour drive, if I remember correctly. And there's like fog, or really you're driving like through the clouds, and there are also a lot of dogs on the road. So a lot of like abandoned dogs. It's like you're like driving, and there's like dogs on the road. You're like, what is happening? So I think that just like it was just like really sketchy. But yeah, 3 to 4 hour drive. It was just really beautiful to go there. And then we end up at Pepe's farm, or really it's like his house, but also the farm. So Finca Soledad. I haven't posted any of these videos of inside of the house, but he built a house. It took him a few years to build it. And this is where they have a bunch of different equipment for brewing. He has these, I believe they're plexiglass windows. And he has all these very colorful plexiglass windows. And obviously he brews with barista because he does brewista. So really, really cool. It was just like you're in this like huge space, and I got to have my own room. It was really, really nice. But it wasn't like too nice, if that makes sense. And then we spent a few days there. Like even that first day we got there, we got to go and look at a bunch of stuff. I gave them an X-Bloom studio because why not? But this is a really cool stuff. And as I go through, we'll look at some other footage later on, where you can see the aerial view of this, because it's hard to, I guess, define the space of like how large things are, or really how small things are, if you look at what this is. Like, it's big and small at the same time, which is interesting. I guess, like, you know, if you've seen Panama farms and you've seen like drone shots of Panama farms, those are massive compared to this, and this is truly a small artisan coffee farm. Pepe here doing, you know, working on some naturals. A lot of photos of all the workers here. Now, here's the thing: is this is only there are only about, you know, 9 people that run this entire farm. It took, if you watch some of the interviews that we shot with Pepe and Jose, the scale is what's interesting. Is that they're able to produce world-class coffee at such a small, you know, like there's 9 people that work here, right? 9 to 12, depending on if you count the kids, I guess. But very, very small family of people. I got to record a lot of this. That's why I'm like, I don't know how to, there's so much footage that I'm like, I don't know how to edit some of this. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, show off some of it during the stream, and then, you know, we can come up with some ideas here. But it is so nice to be able to see coffee. You know, coffee's a fruit. Very scary. Wow. You know, a lot of people didn't know that. Just really amazing to see coffee just there, growing on the trees, processed, picked. The colors are just beautiful, and also the smell is something so amazing. And then, yeah, okay, this is probably a clip from. So yeah, there's like a whole entire thing where the pickers will go and they walk all the way to the farm, and they live very, very far away. So you can see this is like the scale of things, is that while the coffee production itself is actually quite small, where they're located is huge. You know, I've never seen so much green before. I've never seen so much, like, you know, clouds and stuff, and it was just super, super beautiful to be in. But yeah, there's some videos here. Like, I shot these videos where, like, there's a video that I'm trying to make, which is day in the life of a coffee producer, which is now actually a lot more complicated to make that once I've reviewed all of the footage, because you know how I shoot the videos, it's like, it's everywhere. But when we were there, Pepe friggin' got a bike. Like, he got this motorcycle. Like, this, he got a bike for how, I forgot her name, or it's in here somewhere. Anyway, she got he gave a bike to somebody. It's like, you don't really see that happen, I guess. But super in the moment here. Lots of just beautiful photos. This is the inside of Pepe's house. We ate here every day for food. So where is this? Up here. So in here is a kind of this living room area where there's like a coffee lab, and then over here is like kind of the insides. And then Robert got his own room. He got this like this nice little like suite. And I got a tiny little room. But there it is. So that's everybody, pretty much. That, which is like crazy. It's a very, very small team, small family that does Soledad. But they have the drying racks for the naturals, and then in the back they have a drying room, and then to the right, or your left, this area here, there's another room that has the drying room, like the humidity control room, dark room. So yeah, Robert's gonna write more, part 2. But here's some more beautiful photos. See the cherries on the tree. Lots of plants. This, by the way, so this is where that processing facility is. That was on the right of that photo. This is, it kind of goes, there's a washing station, and it kind of just like goes, there's like a cliff that kind of goes all the way down, and you can see the mountains, and there's a river over there. This is the washing station. So there's some drying racks over there. Washing. and then where this is, it goes all the way down. So it kind of goes back and it goes all the way down, which is really amazing. And this is that river I was talking about. But yeah, it was just so beautiful to be here and look at some of that. So yeah, and the one thing that I just never had experienced in my life was just the aromatics, like things that I was like, wow, coffee smells crazy. Because you've ever been in a coffee roastery, or if you've ever smelled freshly roasted coffee, it smells great, right? But like this was on a whole nother level. Or I was like, wow, I didn't even know these things existed, and I thought this was like such a great experience to just look at and all of that. But yeah, okay, so that is kind of all for Robert's article. I'm gonna try to show off some videos now. So I'll have to see if I can get it to work, because technical difficulties always on these streams. But I wanted to talk about that, and you guys can totally look at this article. Like, please look at this. I think it's so cool. Were there bugs? Yes, there were a lot of bugs, a lot of bug bites. There was this huge spider in front of Robert's. He posted this in the Discord. It was like, the thing was massive. And then there were these like if you watch that video where Jose and Robert, we go at night. There's like this big bug that can like cut you. Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty fun. This iced coffee is tasting good. And yeah, I'm going to try to figure out if I can get this thing to work. I'm like debating if I should put it into a video timeline. Here, maybe let's do that. So I use DaVinci Resolve. So let's see if I can just share my DaVinci Resolve screen and then see if I can get it so that you guys can see or get the audio. The main thing is like the audio. I can put all of my footage in one little timeline, and it will be very frustrating for you guys to see. Have you thought about visiting Diego's farm? No, but I think Robert's going to Colombia in a little. I just don't feel the most comfortable with Colombia at this point in time. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot more travel international. Debating on going to Bolivia, don't know. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. 1 second. See if I can get it to... capture DaVinci Resolve. Then see if I can get the audio to work. So the main thing with all of this is, let's see if I can get the audio to work. Okay. Or I guess we don't have to have exact audio for now, but I can try to make it so you guys can see it. Okay. But yeah, there's so much. There's going to be a bit more pepe related content in the coming weeks, because I need to do this release for this Sidra washed Sidra. All right, I have almost gotten the screen share to work. We are getting there. Here we go. Okay. So let me make a... I think there's just an easy way of viewing all of these clips. Here we go. So you guys can see this. Video editing software. Magical. So this was that room I was talking about. So we were kind of, let's see, I don't need to show this. Here we go. So yeah, this was super cool. So this is like, we were brewing coffee here. We brought some hydrangea. We brought some moonwake. Robert brought a shit ton of filters. Just like a lot of cool stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if I should like put this in a YouTube video. This is people watching me brew coffee. We were playing with the X Bloom. App control stuff, and this was our first day there. So we did actually here. There is context to this. Like there's so much footage. So there's like a lot of really, really cool stuff here. And let me see what other people are saying. Oh yeah, this would be an interest. So these are this was in Pepe's place. We are brewing coffee. These are all like really good videos, I think. I haven't looked at them, but we were showing Jose 2 different styles of brewing coffee. Obviously, if you guys have kept up with anything that we do or anything that I do, Robert and I brew very different styles of coffee. I do very high agitation stuff. Robert does this lame, slow pouring. And we were brewing this coffee. This was interesting. I don't know if you guys got any of this Sidra Wave new cultivar stuff, tasting coffee. And then we packed up the car. He had a little dog here. And then we drove up. Well, Pepe's mom, Jose's mom, Monique, drove us up. Just like mountain driving here. Like, this is really what this was. It was just like mountain driving for hours and hours. Super beautiful. You can see even here, you can see like, the clouds and everything. Lots of stuff here. And then when you get to Finca Soledad after all of this, what happens is there's actually a, I guess I'll make this an actual video or something. There is a mountain road. So the way Pepe made his farm is it's hard to, you can't like break into it. You can't break into his farm. So how it's done is that he has it so that you have to like go up this arduous road, this difficult road.
So now we're starting.
And then you end up, like, you have to basically have an all-wheel drive vehicle or a 4x4.
It's a road that leads.
And then you end up at a gate.
Okay.
That then has an entire lock and
the
everything, and you have to unlock it. And then you have to go up even more stuff. And then, but then you end up at Finca Soledad. So that's kind of how it is you do this like 4-hour drive. This is some of, he has 2 dogs. And you go up from Quito to the farm. So that's really, really cool. Now, I'm going to see if these drone things load so you guys can look at it. But as you see, I have like hundreds of gigs of footage that one day will be edited. But I have no schedule and there's no like timeline to uploading some of these videos, which is why you'll see videos just randomly uploaded that have, there's no like cadence or theme to any of these videos, right? Like I probably will upload stuff like the Cafetech stuff, the Mavam stuff before some of these videos. But I think next week I'm trying to target to put up this video on this Wash Sidra. Anyway, so this is some aerial footage. So I got this little DJI drone. And let's see if we can show off from here. So this is this part here. These are all the drying racks. And then, this is the processing area. And if you look at photos of this farm compared to some of the other farms, this is like very, very tiny. So this is the aerial view. Drying racks. These are for the outside, for the naturals. Over here is where they do a lot of the like sorting. There's a lot of sorting that goes on in a bunch of places. Let me see if I can find. There is a video where I crashed my drone somewhere here, but beautiful. This is the river by the side of the farm. And this is where, these are all coffee plants. So over here, all coffee plants. And this is really what this is. So, if you look here, this is the processing area. So this here, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor or not, but in the house to the slight right here, this is where Pepe used to live. Now one of his workers lives there. And then here is the drying racks. All of these are all coffee trees, coffee plants. This is where all of the processing happens. Drying room, or drying racks, dark room. So it's pretty small. I mean, it's like big but small at the same time, if that makes sense. Let me see if I can. And then this is this road. There's basically like a main road that goes all the way back to the main house. So this was the road. If you saw all these videos where we're walking down from all the way over here, which is the main kind of house that Pepe's at. And then you'd go every morning, you'd get up here and then you walk all the way down here, and everything on the side here past this front yard is all coffee plants. On one side, you'll have some, Typica Mejerados, Sidra, Geishas, and you go all the way down here, and there you go. And Pepe would just drive his truck there, take the workers out, drive us here, and you'd end up at the processing part. So it was pretty. I think this is where. Yeah, so you can see here. So this is the actual start right here. It says Finca Soledad. Should do a La Papaya tour. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I haven't had the pull and pour one. I think oh, how far is his other farm? Okay. Oh god, okay, a lot of chat messages. I have a message from, wow, Bill is watching this. Very cool. Alburo, maybe. I do want to go to Panama at some point. Not sure if you have any influence to get that flow Oshi up on the Moonwake website. Ask Harry. Here, let me take a break from my editing software, and I will transition to this one. I will need to plug my laptop in a little to charge, but yeah. Oshi in studio. Okay, what's going? Yeah. What's been your favorite coffee so far this year, and what are some recommendations for coffees that you have liked lately? I'll have a better chance of finding them in stock. I have really liked Servio Bottino. Oh my god, David Barrio's up. Oh my goodness, guys. It just dropped. Holy shit. We gotta buy this. Hold on, guys. We need to take a break, and we need to purchase a bag of coffee. I'm buying this bag of David Barrio. Give me a moment. This coffee was so good. Let's see if I can... As we do it on all our streams, we look at the Say website. I am buying this right now. Barrio, let's go. The first time I had Barrio, that was absolutely amazing. Second time, literally have a bag of it here, unopened. This was not as strong of a coffee, but I'm willing to buy another bag of Barrio. I have Rumudamo coming, and I also have Lost Origin. Actually, they're here. I just haven't bought them yet. But I gotta go buy this, guys. I might get another bag of Servio. Servio was a very strong coffee as well, but these like held in cherry wash coffees, I actually really, really like them. They're a little more expressive than some of the other coffees. But there we go. Hit that. If you're on the sub, hit them with the add-on code. And if you do things through Shop Pay, you get 1% shop cash. Very cool. Okay, I needed to buy this. Wednesdays are say nights, guys. But yeah, Barrio, very cool. Smashed that buy button. This was such a great coffee when it came out. The first version of this coffee was incredible. But yeah, this is like this is a chorizo, and this is that Helden cherry thing here. So sometimes people like this. Sometimes there's a little bit of, you know, quote unquote pulpiness to this, or like ferment on it, but it's not bad. Like that's the thing with something like Servio, where it's like super expressive, man. But yeah, held in cherry. So that's the thing, is like, I actually, honestly, I quite like these coffees. In fact, like, you know, they're a little more interesting than some of the, I know like Lance and some of these other people, some of you guys might say, oh, they're not as clean, but I think they're amazing. So anyway, I just saw this, I'm like, oh, pick it up. This is in stock, buy it. Anyway, very cool. I'm looking at their chat. I'm looking through some of the other things that people, some other good coffees that might exist. That's awesome. That's in stock. My favorite so far this year, though, that's a hard question. I want to say the Bean and Bean 91.5 Elita. That one was really strong, but that's kind of really expensive. She's gonna have a 92.5 Altieri. That's gonna be interesting. So that's what I'm gonna be in New York. Gonna be running an event. I love running events with Panama Gesha. but that's gonna be fun. So it's just very amazing to have access to some of those 90 plus coffees. It's like, I'm like, wow, very cool. So that's going to come soon. It's probably going to be, you know, $70 to $80 bag, as you know, these very expensive Panama Geshas are. But the thing that I'm interested in trying is, I also have Lost Origin from, say, I need to open it up. So we'll try that. And I will open that up on stream. I now have content to stream. So we'll do Lost Origin on one of these streams then. Who's got a good Pepe roast out right now? Next week or the week after, there will be a Say roast. That'll be amazing. Wash Sidra. So I haven't even gotten to the footage of showing off that Wash Sidra yet. There's going to be a video. I gotta edit that video. What coffee do Pepe and Jose drink on the daily? They drink their coffee, which is crazy. They roast, they brew pour over, they now have X Bloom, so they use X Bloom for a lot of stuff, which is pretty awesome. How far is his other farm? I don't know exactly, but it's pretty far, and it's not as developed as Soledad is. San Pedro is really far up there. He doesn't have a house there. They have the other guy, Francisco. They stay at his place. So if you do visit that farm, you can like stay there, right? I might go there. I might go there, depending on Robert's schedule. We got to sort that out. Probably beginning of next year. Oh, Barrio dropped last week? Dude, I have not looked. Bill's probably gonna do. Bill just did a drop of the Mejorado. That's gonna be cool. Good time to announce a date for, say, BQ Pepe. Okay, so actually, it's gonna be Jose. It's gonna be Jose, Hihan, and me. Because basically, the issue is on this card. You can only fit so much stuff on here. So you can only fit, like, you know, there's only so much space on the card. So we'll figure it out. Or maybe I'll put it here. I haven't figured out exactly what to put on there. But it will be a Jose Hihan coffee. So turns out, specifically for this coffee, Jose did more of the processing. So Pepe said, okay, you're going to put Jose's name on it. And as he, you know, we've made so many videos with Jose. So it kind of continued the theme of Jose Hihan. It's going to have my name on it. I did a little bit of the sorting. I did some work, guys. So that's going to be cool. The code is add-on if you have a subscription. They will put it to it is a benefit to you and to also the roaster, where they'll put the box with your sub, so you ship it all in one box. Which roaster do you recommend for African naturals? Moonwakes does a pretty good job. They had some nice Ethiopian naturals, I think. You ever order from Café Circular? Yes. Well, I mean, I haven't ordered from Café Circular, but Robert has ordered, and then I get to drink some of it. I don't have that bag here anymore, but Café Circular is pretty good. I bought Harry a big ass gift card for his birthday, and yeah. But yeah, the Circular is good. Bill is also really great friends with them. I just think their website is absolutely obnoxious. They're like, I think they're self-aware, which is good. But yeah, their coffee's great, despite the vibe they give off. If that makes sense. Coffee's great. Lost Origin probably will open it up end of this week. I like to open up a lot of the Say coffees a little bit earlier. But all right. Oops, I need to change the screen capture to this window. Here we go. All right, back. Oh, that's my housemate. That is, he is actually in some of the videos. If you pay attention hard enough, you will see in the very corners, or he'll be the cameraman for a lot of the videos. Let's see. Oh wait, I am sharing the wrong screen. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is these are like the fun drone footages of everything. And here, see here, had some like car footage. Let me also show you guys some. So this is the bike moment here. These are like all of these videos. One day they will be in an actual video for you to see. But yeah, he bought the bike, and then here, this is this washed sidra. So over here, they were processing it. I don't know. I know I have the footage somewhere here, but this is fully washed sidra.
Speaking some deep.
And what we're doing here is we are sorting out the deep after you depulp them, the defects. So you'll see like some smaller shards, some discoloration, things like that. And yeah, but basically, like, I think this is a defect. A lot of stuff.
So many things.
these are going to be some clips of processing of like, you know, what is the methodology for processing? How does he, you know, determine what is considered, you know, good and bad and so on and so forth. Let me see if I put these in here. There are like so many clips here. Okay, I'm going to add these in. Doing work here, sorting out some naturals. This will be probably the clip, but this is that washed sidra. It smelled like fruit salad. Say's gonna be roasting it. Jose processed most of it, and I got to sort out a lot of those defects. That was cool, but you know, obviously I didn't like do the work, right? I was only there for like, you know, a week. So this took, I believe, 3 weeks dry, you know, a lot of drying. So how it works is, you know, they depulp it. They then put it on the drying racks on the outside. So there were the drying racks over here, and then you lay them out. There's a fan that's blowing, but it sits outside and it dries. Then it goes into this more humidity controlled room. At least this coffee went into this more humidity controlled room where there's a thermometer. I mean, you know, there's like all this measurement stuff. And it dries, spread it out, dry. This was the coffee. If you watch that video towards probably the end of that video where Pepe talked about drying coffee, right? Drying coffee is like, you know, a very underdeveloped area or documented area. Everyone always talks about processing, but drying is like very important, right? So this is this coffee. There's 90 kilograms of this coffee. It was a whole lot that will be available on Say's website. Or, you know, we'll have a secret link. We'll have a link, which I probably will only put on the Discord. And, you know, you guys can share it or whatever. But it'll be hidden. Because it's really for, you know, you guys who spend a lot of the time watching these videos, watching these streams, hanging out on the Discord, whatever, right? Like, this is really a coffee for you guys. Of course, I want as many people to try the coffee out. But this is... you know, for me, it's just very cool, right? This is a coffee that I got to touch. My sweat is probably got into there. Blood, sweat, tears in this coffee. Just for you. But I'm very excited for this. Just doing workout here. And then, you know, more stuff here. Because, like, Robert was filming a lot of stuff. I haven't even looked through half of this footage yet. I know Robert was filming a bunch of stuff while I was just like working on things. Like, I don't know, he's talking there, we're like moving around. So this is the thing is, you know, you take the cherries, you move them here, and then you move them in from, these are the naturals, by the way, from the outside here into that humidity controlled room. So there are a lot of different ways he processes the coffee. You can process in the dark room, dry in the dark room. You can dry in the humidity control room, out in the sun, you know, a lot of different things, and they all influence flavor. So I'm very excited to get some of these videos out. But you know, here's like the preview of all of these videos. If you guys were curious, exploring random parts of the farm with Robert. We go further down into here. It's like I don't know if I should upload these. You know, I'm like I feel like people will be very confused. Here's Pepe doing very illegal activities.
I'm gonna give some.
This is a haichu.
Candy too.
Candies, haichus. Yeah, brought the Asian candies over for people. He's gonna put it into his beans, man. You know, infused with haichu pepe coffee. But yeah, you know, I got to see so much amazing, you know, just like amazing things at this farm with this experience. And but the main upcoming thing is I'm gonna need to figure out how to do the Sidra video. I don't know. We'll do this. We'll like launch it or something. And I don't know how. I think it'll probably be, you know, the same price as these. I don't make any money off of this. This is all for Say, right? This is just something cool that I got to be a part of. You guys can go and buy that. Hopefully next week. I'm figuring out what to put on the card. That's the main thing is what do we put on the card? Also, what color? Because we can make it any color. So that will be exciting. But yeah, probably end of next week, week after. There's really no rush to this. There's no like exact timeline, but that's something that is going to happen, and I'm pretty excited for it. Okay, any Prodigal and Rao videos coming up? Maybe. I have to... I can go... I just don't really see myself going to Colorado anytime soon. Secret Say Coffee, yeah, you know, it'll be very exciting. It's just, you know, it's a pepe coffee. It's what you expect. I'm going to put it on Discord, probably going to put the video up. It's going to be cool. You guys get the first dibs. But, yeah, you guys have to buy it before all the Filipinos buy it. So, that's just how it is. Or maybe, yeah, like, literally, you're going to need to, you guys will need to be, like, I'll notify everybody. We'll probably do a stream. But you're going to need to buy it before all the Filipinos buy it. Because all the guys in the Discord, the Filipino guys in the Discord, they're going to import a lot of it. So it'll be a race to see who can give the credit card much. But it's 90 kilograms, so it should last for like a little bit of time. Anyway. Let Jose pick the color. Yeah, we can ask. Any chance of Pepe planting Omlagon? I don't know. Yeah, we gotta ban Rainier and X-Ray. And gotta ban all Filipinos from the Discord for now. Otherwise, you guys won't be able to buy this at all, because it will go. It will, like, literally, it will get deleted because these guys are insane. I actually do need to end up in the Philippines at some point. I might go and stay with them. I'm gonna be part of the PH Coffee Club. Forgot what their coffee club is called, but it's very, you know, it's fun. I love the Southeast Asian coffee communities. Y'all goofy. Okay, so yeah, you know, I guess we'll stream more. We have Lost Origin. You know, I completely forgot. I bought Lost Origin. It was a while ago. I also bought Rumudamo. So Rumudamo last year's. Rumudamo is gonna be very Filipino roasters fucking suck. Possibly. Yeah, so like all of the PH guys. Yeah, because they did this the last time. Every single time we talk about something, they just like you know, the PH guys go insane. But yeah, that's going to be exciting. So I want to say we can get it up next week, or maybe the week after, in the coming period of time. Actually, since I have some of you guys, you can see here. There's some videos with Mavam. You know, I did this really awesome interview with Mike on how he started Mavam. We did this little bit of a video talking about the Mach 1 that is over there somewhere. And then we also did, oh, this is super cool. This is like a CNC area, one of Mike's shops, or his friend's shop. Did a tour. This video I might upload this tomorrow. This is just like a tour of Mavam. This was super cool. Look at this. USA, baby, made in America. Lot of just really cool manufacturers. I mean, you really don't see this anymore. At least of the smaller companies. Like this is anyway. This was just super cool. I love showing off some of this stuff. So that's that. We'll have that video coming up in a bit. See, the thing is like I could be editing videos, or I could be playing Overwatch. Right? This is a hard conversation to have. Videos with Dennis, Cafetech videos are coming. Like, there's some super secret stuff. Well, it won't be secret anymore once we announce it in some of these videos of Cafetech. So that's coming up. See, I have like no timeline or schedule to like some of these videos, but yeah, those are some super secret things coming up in probably the coming few weeks. We have MVP Hydra video coming with, you know, not me in it, but with these two fuckers in here. They're gonna be talking about the fucking MVP Hydra on the Cybertruck. That'll be cool. And then, yeah. So those are like kind of the upcoming things. I mean, don't know when I'll get them up. I do this shit for fun, so I don't care, right? Like, there's no like timeline to any of this stuff. So yeah. Are the color cards... Okay, my laptop's about to die. Let me plug in my laptop. I'll disconnect this thing. Let me plug my laptop in. One second. So, all right, I gotta plug my laptop in real quick. I gotta give it some juice. Okay. Yeah, I still stream using this Mac. Okay, so what was I talking about? Those two says you mentioned were my first say by. The Rumudamo and Lost Origin, damn, dude. Those are great. Philippines mentioned, no. It's happening. We've summoned the PH Bros over. Yeah, so I don't know. Talk to the thing. I'm trying to figure out if we should have like X-Ray in R and all those guys. If they should reserve some. I don't know. Whatever. It'll be fair game to anybody who's trying to buy it. Are the color cards related to the color profile of the coffee? No, they're not. I'm going to be honest. I thought this was going to be an Overwatch stream. I can't play Overwatch on my Mac. It's tragic. But, you know, I think I haven't really streamed here, like in this area, in a few months, I think. Yeah, that is... It's been a while. So, you know, I'm hoping probably, you know, trying to stream some more. I don't know. Streaming's it's like hard to stream, man. It's like, it's super hot in the house sometimes. But yeah, those are just kind of like the upcoming things in the content world, I guess, if you guys are curious. But obviously, like, just hang out on the Discord. I literally spend more time on the Discord than probably any of this other stuff. Because there are enough of you guys on the Discord that it is self-sustaining, and people just talk on the Discord all the time. You guys have nothing else better to do. But yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay. We got some Bill has messaged me. He has El Burro and Esmeralda. We could do a collab. I don't know. Sure. Let me ask. Do we want Esmeralda or El Burro? What are the specs? I don't know. Bill, are you still watching the stream? This guy messaged me on Discord. Maybe we'll do El Burro. We'll do an El Burro. This is Alita ASD. Okay, Bill has coffee. We might do a collab, another collab. How do we follow up on Pepe Hihan BQ collab? I don't know. We'll do El Burro. I don't know. I am asking him which are what are EBW. Oh my god. Okay. All right. We might do a washed and natural. He said he has both. And it'll be a Loring roast. Cool. So yeah, you know, that's a kind of what's been happening, at least in the coffee related things. Oh my god. Yeah, Bill Lee SQ what? Bill Lee SQ1. Okay, we can do everything. I will do a Spro stream of the Mavam at some point in time. I got it set up. I have to figure out basically there's some like electrical issues with that machine. Draws 20 amps, and where I have the machine sitting, that's only a 15 amp circuit, so it's a little complicated. I have to like figure out some shit, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I guess, you know, we'll do the Say stuff. Maybe we'll do some Panama stuff with Big Man Bill. And then, you can go from there, but yeah. You probably need to rest El Presto decaf, or you just need to brew it better. He switched to Loring, by the way, so you need a... Well, I don't know if that coffee was roasted on Loring. But yeah, I guess I have to... I guess I'll streams again in a few days. Damn, Bill's telling you check the FAQ. Let's check the FAQ, man. Let's check the facts. Let's see what Bill says himself on what to do for his coffee. How do I brew hydrangea coffee roasters? See? Easy. Just pour water on the coffee, man. That's all you need. It's all you need to know. This is all you need to know. Just pour water. Easy. See, that is, that... Now you know how to brew hydrangea coffee. Okay. All right. Well, you know, I think yeah, probably we'll do a Lost Origin tasting stream. We can do Lost Origin, we can do Rumudamo, since I need to taste those anyway. See, exactly what Grant says. Just pour water, man. It's easy. You guys, it's not that complicated. Well, it's probably pretty light, because Bill Loring light is pretty fucking light, so yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do more stuff on the Discords. I I might turn on Discord memberships. I don't know. I've thought about this. I'm like, we could do some like very exclusive stuff for Discord. We could do. There's like so much stuff to do. But yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. You might want to dilute it less. Like, what is if it's not tasting good? What I would recommend, at least with third wave water light, is diluting it even less. Like, so put all of it. So here's the thing: is like you need to put all of it in one container. Don't only put half of it in. Put all of it. Okay, I just need to make a video on this. This is like so complicated. It's like people are like not understanding when we say dilute third wave. Okay, basically take the entire stick, put it into the thing, and then of your concentrated mix, then dilute from there. Because there's still, you want to make sure all the minerals in the thingy are mixed in. And then, do like a third. Third strength would be pretty good for something like Bill's roast, at least in my opinion. So, yeah. All right. That would be a good starting point. I find with a lot of Bill's coffees nowadays on Loring, you can, brew them 95 to 98 Celsius, and they're pretty good. Yeah, try third. Half even of the light one might cover up a little too much stuff, at least towards the back. Like it might just like, round things out too much. Water stream, never. It's too complicated. We don't need that nerd shit on here. You might need to grind finer too for some of the decaf stuff because it can flow a little faster. Yes, exactly. Make the whole stick, but only use a third of it as your brew water. So like what you can do, very scary, I'm holding a kettle, I haven't done this in a very long time, is you put, 100 mils in here, and then 300 mils in here. Wait, how does math work? 200 mils, yeah. Like, you can just do it in the kettle, you can do it in another container. I find doing it in the kettle is a little easier. I just like weigh the kettle. Because I'm going to brew out of it anyway. Or, you do it in your X-Bloom reservoir, which is another way to do it. So, yeah, that's like one way to do it. Alternatively, you can look up what John Kim does. One day, John Kim will return to YouTube. Where you make mega concentrates of stuff. Yeah. Try that for now. Zero water, like I would personally use distilled water, but zero water is already a really good starting point. So try that. Your 1 to 3, 1 to 1/3. If it's tasting, basically, if see what that does, and then you can dilute even further if you really wanted to. What ends up happening, at least with third way, and in my kind of experience with like too soft of a water, is that at the end things start to taste a little like metallic-y or little like they kind of taste like really weird, like they have like a very harsh finish, and that's like when you've gone too far. You've gone too soft for some of that. But I would give that a try and go from there. Then you can determine if it is if it's like your water, or if you suck at brewing, or so on and so forth. You could just run the X-Bloom at 60 RPM, and I think that gets you somewhere kind of close enough to ZP6. Like I have the ZP6 here. Actually borrowing the ZP6. I haven't used the ZP6. Oh man, I have not used the ZP6 in so long. This is content here. See, I'm getting back into the streaming, man. But yeah, wow, maybe we can compare ZP6 and X-Bloom Studio at 60 RPM. This is a throwaway stream. Just take that stream and throw it away. Yeah, so you have a Z1 with like what MPs in them or something? If you have MPs, you should throw it away. You just needed to spend $2,000 to fix the MPs, right? Yeah, so it's probably your, oh man, okay, those brews are like mega sterile. So you probably need to be a little more meticulous on how you're brewing. I think try the water first and see what happens. SCR. Oh shoot, we got Dennis in here. Like one day we're gonna. I gotta install these. I gotta put up the video of everything, but let's not drop these. Whoa, they're beautiful. So beautiful. Don't know if you can see. We'll put, I think I'll put these in the max at some point. It is indeed the good stuff. Beautiful. But yeah, there's so much Cafetech stuff to put up as well. But I think I'm gonna put some of those videos up first. Maybe like towards the end of the week. Pepe stuff will come next week. Yeah. But beautiful. They're just super shiny. I want to like drop these. I'm also like, I actually am really feeling the caffeine from this. Mega shiny. When am I gonna show off the new Spro machine? Well, that's the thing is like I wanted to put the Max next to it. The problem is these don't do espresso. So we'll figure it out. But yeah. SCRs are great. Maybe I'll have like Robert or Harry come over and help me install these because I don't want to break my grinder. When I'm going to show off the new Spro machine, I have to figure out this electrical situation. So again, the problem is this machine draws 20 amps, and I tested it the other day, and I'm able to let it run for a little, and then it will, on certain actions, like going full pressure, it will trip. I might buy another Max. There are some very exciting things which you will see in the Cafetech videos. Okay, there are a few Cafetech videos I'm going to try to get up. Probably just the main one, which is the tour, and then there's some like other things. Like I did this really amazing interview with Dennis. You guys are gonna see some updates, some upcoming stuff for Cafetech that I am like, oh my god, I need to buy. And that's only one of the upcoming things. That's very exciting. So be on the lookout for if you're interested in getting a monolith. Getting anything Cafetech, there's some cool stuff coming very, very soon. So get your wallets ready. Or if you're a current Max owner, things that you can look forward to as well. I'm very excited for them. Is Bekele better iced or hot? Man, it actually is a really great coffee iced. I was really enjoying it iced across the period of time we were on the stream. I do think it's a little stronger of a coffee hot. I wish there was a little more complexity, at least out of this versus obviously a flat max brew. But iced, it was great. Crisp, sweet. It's got a little bit of that boosted fruitiness from honey process and all of that, but very, very clean. So, yeah. I actually think the Servio is incredible on iced. This is kind of my whole point of these held in cherry coffees, or these coffees where it's yes, it's washed, but they get held in cherry for a bit of time. You get that, little bit of ferment on it, and that ferment is perfect for iced coffee. In recent times, the month ago or month and a half ago when I went to Say, they had Oscar Hoyos Pink Bourbon, and that was incredible in iced coffee. When it's hot, a little too fermented, I would say. Not the cleanest coffee in the world, but you put it on ice, it is perfect. It's like it's really, like that's what I was saying is like, a lot of these coffees, even if they're like mega processed, like good washed coffee is super refreshing iced. Do you hate MP version 1 and MP version 2? I don't like I don't know. I don't even know what MP version 2 is now, or 1. I know there was a revision, if I remember correctly. Brew was interesting, but brew is not MP, unless you're referring to brews as MP version 1, in which we don't know anymore because it's so complicated. But yeah, MPV 1, I have in my ode. It's trash. It is. I just like they're so finicky. It's just like it's such a complicated person. I did this whole stream on it, and I think people on the internet were upset by it. But but they're fixed. It's a very burr carrier dependent grinder. So if you stick those burrs in like the P64, you stick them in the Z1, they're great. You stick it in an ode, a DF64, little bit painful. See, I don't know anymore. That's the problem with MPs is like, are we referring to silent revision MPs? Are we referring to who knows what MPs? Are we referring to product name problems? This is complicated. Man, 14 TDS. Okay, or 14 ppm. So the water I use, by the way, if you guys were curious, I use just Hatchachi water, which is in the Bay Area. And my water, depending on weather, depending on day, time of day also, it is around 20 to 25 ppm. And it's actually a little too soft. Like at the end, it just, things can taste a little thin. And that's usually because of the water. You add a little bit of magnesium. So if you have like the Lotus drops, just add like a single drop of magnesium to like super soft water. If you have like, above 20, generally speaking, tastes pretty decent. So that's the case with like Pepe's water. So in Ecuador, for all the coffee brewing, they buy bottled water and it's like 12 ppm or something. It's like super, super soft. And you add a single drop of the Lotus magnesium into it. We were doing it, with 1,000 mils because I forgot how the math works, but it's like concentrate, right? You add just a single drop of magnesium into that super soft water. Even though it had other, we don't know what the mineral composition of that 14 or 20, 15, 20 ppm is. You add a single drop of magnesium, really, really makes the finish better. Really, because like my opinion of a lot of water or a lot of like when you think about what tastes bad, obviously depending on burr set and coffee and whatever, a lot of the thing is in the finish. So it's like, okay, I get the acidity, I get the interesting thing, everything else, right? So you detect, in my experience at least, it's like you detect a lot of the problems with something in the finish, right? You detect the astringency, or you detect over extraction, or you detect harshness, or things like that in the finish. So if you have a brewing methodology or a burr set, or really in this case water, that cleans up the finish, then this really makes a lot of your average, it will increase the average cup quality that you have. What water for the Mavan? I'm just using the water that I use for everything, which is actually pretty soft, 20 to 30-ish ppm. Don't want to deal with any problems with gunking up the machine. But this is a commercial machine, so it's a little bit of a different beast, where you don't even like backflush this machine, right? It's just like you got to clean it a little bit. Clean it every day you use it. Obviously, it doesn't really matter for the volume that I'm doing it, which is like my 1 espresso a week or day, if I feel like one espresso at all. And you know, it's gonna be pretty good. But if you do have, the way the Mavam is designed though is if you have any problems with that machine, or the boiler gunks up, you just swap the boiler. So the tech will you just swap the boiler in, and you get a brand new setup. So that's the kind of like, you know, viewing or usage with that machine, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I do have a lot of streams coming up, I guess. It's just like, I don't know. I've been a bit everywhere, and streaming is fun. I think, you know, whenever I get on here, it's like super fun to hang out with you guys. Just like, you know, be on the lookout for more streams, I guess. Discord, I might do an actual video on the Discord. Right now, the Discord is, you can only find the Discord if you look hard enough for it. So hopefully, you know, we want to make sure we get the right people in the Discord, right? Like that's the whole point. It's like, I don't want to have so many bots in the Discord. I want to have the Discord and the community and all of that for the people who spend the time and watch these streams and hang out and all of that, right? That is what I care about, because it's fun. But also for me is to be able to put cool shit like this upcoming coffee up for you guys. And I guess we're gonna do some cool stuff with Bill. It'll be fun. But yeah, I just do, you know, I don't know. I one day should charge money for things. Yeah. But we do the coffee stuff for fun, and I think it is going to be exciting for you all, especially if you're in the Discord. In the coming weeks, we're going to have so many new videos. Probably, I guess I will stream. I will stream for you all, and then we're gonna do some more videos and some coffee collabs. So I think that'll be fun. But I will shop the Mavam at some point in time. I think that is, you know, that's my end game. That's my end game for coffee machines. I'm done. We're gonna milk the content from the Mavam, right? But really, for me, the reason why I got the Mavam is because it's USA made in the USA. I wanted my made in USA setup. Okay, I wanted my local West Coast manufacturers, and I wanted to support that you know, small business, small manufacturing. That to me matters, because it's hella hard to do that shit in the USA. So, yeah. But anyway, you'll see me talk a lot more about the Mavam, a lot more about Cafetech, a lot more about all of those things in the coming weeks. But yeah, all right, we've been on for a bit. If you guys have any questions, you know, let me know. Of course, hang out in the Discord. There is a lot of other stuff happening as usual on the Discord. And yeah. Do I need a seat? I have a bunch of levers you can't see. CG2 is cool, but I don't need another espresso machine. I'm done. I'm done with espresso. I got the Mach 2, man. I'm done. We don't need any more espresso machines. We have the Mach 2. It will cover pretty much everything that I ever needed to do, and it's 110. You should wait until your Rumu Damo arrives and brew room. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna brew. I need to brew Rumu Damo. I need to brew Lost Origin, and all of that. I quit my job so I could tune into the stream. You have your priorities correct, my friend. That is what I would do as well. So yeah. We'll brew all the new Say coffees, I guess. I actually don't know what's coming in the sub. I'm still even working through the last of my sub. But yeah, I need to open up. I like have the box, but I haven't opened up the box. All I know is I ordered Rumu Dama and ordered Lost Origin. So we can brew them together. Probably maybe tomorrow, depending on what my schedule is, or Friday. I don't know what days are better for streams. Because sometimes I'm like, Friday seems like the worst day to stream because you know, there aren't as people go out. But then it turns out you guys are degens. You guys watch my streams on Friday nights. So maybe we'll brew it Friday after work. You know, usually like 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, I probably will crack into Lost Origin and Rumujamo in at least this week. I will stream, apparently. Maybe we'll brew it on this. Maybe we'll brew it with ZP6. Maybe we'll do ZP6 X Bloom thing. Maybe I'll stream every day for the next few days. I have no idea. That's the thing, is it's just like the time I spend streaming is time I could work on videos. It could also be time that I grind competitive Overwatch or competitive Melee. There's only so much time in the world. Maybe I need to get a video editor. Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time to get some help. Don't ban you? Nah, dude. You're good. You guys, unless you buy like all of the coffee out, then it'll be an absolute tragedy. But yeah. All right, guys. Spro it. Yeah, maybe we will. We have Flare Espresso here. But yeah, all right, guys. I've been on for a bit. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go get some food or something. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for hanging out. We streamed. When was the last stream that I did? I feel like I streamed. Maybe it was like. It can't. It wasn't that long ago, was it? Oh yeah, it was a month ago. Wow. And then I didn't. Okay, so I've been doing like a stream a month between each month. Okay, we'll do more streams. Okay, guys, fine. We'll stream more. But yeah, we gotta play some of those games now. Okay, all right. I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much. Have a nice night or morning, depending on where you are. Goodbye.